This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast. It's Australia's only award-winning Formula One podcast. What award was that again, Luke, that we won? Do you remember?
Got a free set of stamps.
Yep, the Participation Award. We turned up, we got something. Like every good kid should when they go to compete in something.
Participation Award.
That's exactly right. Guess what, Luke? Formula One is back! Everyone is making Formula One great again! Are you going to sing
That's
that?
not a song, that was just you yelling. If you sung, I would have sung with you.
Sorry,
Don't know the words.
it's been long. It's been a long time. It's been a long
we're out of
wait.
sync.
We're a bit excited, and we're
Our
out of
menstrual
sync.
cycles aren't in sync yet.
No, we need to get back. Spend some more time together.
There's a lot of back-to-back Grand Prix coming up, so
Oh yeah,
I've seen a lot of you.
we will be getting our body clocks back in sync. That is exciting news. And in case you've just come out of a 5-month coma, or in producer Pete's case, just emerged from his bedroom from a 5-month masturbation marathon, Formula One has been on hold as Europe has been covered in a pandemic mess, unlike the sticky mess producer Pete was covered in when he finally emerged from his bedroom. But yes, just as lethal. And if you've just stumbled across this hastily thought out, shabbily put together, half-hearted Formula One podcast, we would like to apologise for the tasteless elements that you're about to be subjected to over the next 2 hours.
I'd like to apologise for the following.
For the following disclaimer. But we're not going to apologise because that would be a waste of time. And we'd end up being here for the next 2 hours just apologising.
Sorry for that.
Sorry, guys. Oops, sorry about that last one. Oh, sorry about that one. That's the disclaimer out of the way. Goodbye. And hello to Luke.
G'day.
Luke! How are you? How have you spent the last 5 months? Well, actually, I know how you spent the last 5 months. I can see it. The handiwork is in front of us right
is.
now. And it's beautiful. We don't know what we're going to call it yet. But Luke has hand-whittled a simulator, a Formula One simulator. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. How much time did you put into this?
A lot of time.
It's
I had a lot of time.
You did.
The first 6 weeks of quarantine, I was staying at home. I didn't really want to go out much, just trying to be the proper citizen and not coughing on old people. And
The first month, you were very heavily, like Pete was, into masturbation, but that got tiring. Your forearms, you couldn't walk through the door anymore.
No.
I have to do something different. I've got to do something with my time. Constructive.
Yes. So I decided to make a cockpit simulator. Bought a pedal and steering set from Fanatec or Fanatic. I'm not sure how they say it. I'll just say Fanitec.
Fanny Tex.
And then put...
It's kind of like a big fanny. I mean, it's pink.
It's a bit red for me.
Yeah. Bit.
But it's black on the inside, which is
Oh, hello.
weird. Yeah, I don't know what. So yeah, there'll be pictures on the social media.
It is absolutely beautiful.
From a little sketch that I made mid-May. So it's been about 6 weeks for me to finish this. Happy with it, really happy. Fits well, goes well. It's heaps of fun.
From scratch, you did this in the garage downstairs?
Garage, in the spray painting period, which that was fun. Producer Pete found spray paint all through the bottom half of the house. So we have a garage, and then it goes into a basically a U shape from the bathroom, kitchen, dining into a downstairs living area. And even that downstairs living area had specks of red paint.
All through the house.
So Pete helped me clean that. Pete did the majority of the house cleaning that red paint up. It didn't stick on, it was just dust, but it was everywhere.
It's
you couldn't see it until you saw it, and then once you saw it, that's all you could see.
That's all you could see. It's a sight to behold. It's absolutely beautiful.
I'm happy with it.
It's just the attention to detail, the way you've worked through and you've problem solved all the way through. You came up with little hurdles, you got over them. You've got stickers. You've got the Narang GP sticker on the side, the Monaco of the Gold Coast, Effing One podcast stickers. It's and you got your name on the side.
And your name.
And my name.
Yeah.
And what a surprise when you unveiled it when I walked up the stairs.
Yeah. Glad you like it.
I'm so impressed. It's
I
ridiculous.
I put it on my Facebook, and then I said to Haley, just make sure that Adam doesn't get a look at that.
And you
'Cause
went,
I know you're not very socially on it, so I
never.
thought the one
Your secret's
time-
safe with me.
So then I didn't put anything on there.
If you put it anywhere near social media, your secret is safe. I promise you that much. So you've been busy. I've been busy with kids and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Are you back at work, or are you still at home?
I'm working from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of boring.
I went back to work last week, 5 days straight up. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, well, it's muscle memory. Your body doesn't get used to it. You've got to get back to work. I've got to sit in the car and get dressed.
Yeah.
I've got to put a uniform on.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Uniforms are great because they make the decision of what you're going to wear today.
Perfect for school. That's why I love school so much. Just put a uniform on.
Yeah.
Didn't have to worry about
You
it.
got to stop hanging around those schools though.
Yeah.
The kids don't go there.
Well, I can't within 20 metres now. I'm not allowed. Okay, Formula One, Luke.
That's what we're here for.
That's why we're here. Let's do this. Okay, Luke. So, what's been happening on the off-season? 5 months of waiting around. Don't we now realise how important Formula One is to our life?
Formula One is a
And
massive
football.
thing. Formula One, football,
Footy.
soccer, you name it.
My life has been a wreck. Like, I don't even know what day of the week it is.
I can't wait till hockey starts up. That's
There you
another
go.
thing.
See, like, you won't know what day of the week it is unless you've got something to gauge it with, like a Formula... Oh, there's a Formula One race coming up in 2 days.
That's
Oh, the
it.
footy's coming. We're back. Formula One's back. But it's a bit different.
It is. There's heaps of changes to the Grand Prix weekend. None of them are really that important because it's like procedural stuff when cars come out. The timings of everything change by 10 minutes here. That's not important. I'm not going to bore anyone with this. I've got heaps of other shit to bore people with.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, some of the topics we can go through. Alonso.
Yes. Well, firstly, can we talk about how many races there are going to be?
So at the moment there's 8.
Oh, can that
8 constitutes the
that
season.
qualifies for a season?
Yes. It is one of the stats from Sean Kelly, fresh from Walmart, doing the night shift at Walmart in the quarantine period. He's back at work being a Formula 1 stat man now. Tim Tam Kelly, nice to have you back. He put a stat on Twitter that it is the latest start to a Grand Prix season.
Is that right?
And it's the first time that since 1966 that it's starting in Europe. Because most other times it's either started in Brazil or Argentina or here.
Wow. Even when he's stacking shelves at Walmart, he's still going through the stats.
Yeah.
Like he's packing shelves and he's thinking of cool facts.
Yeah.
He's bloody good.
Walmart Sean is now, he's back to the stat man.
Wow.
Yeah, so Alonso.
Alonso.
He is
What's the news with Alonso?
not much news. He's got the Indy 500 coming up in August, but outside of that, there's been no murmurs or rumours since.
Because he was
the
letting
initial-
some indications. He was letting some suggestions fly for a while that he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
That he maybe had a seat lined up. Is that not the case?
Well, they haven't said anything. So if he signed something, we don't know. But there was a lot of innuendo and hope that he could get a drive.
And Renault hasn't put their hand up and said, "We're interested. We're still looking at him."
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. They did say, but nothing. They said we're looking at all options, and Alonso is one of them. Same with Sebastian Vettel, whether Sebastian wants to go there or not. Mercedes came out and said that, of course we're thinking about Sebastian.
Yep.
But then they said to Bottas, we haven't spoken to Sebastian. So
Of course, you'd say that to his face.
yeah, but Bottas has been looking at other teams.
He has to.
He's been shopping around his services.
Renault, is that an option?
Renault, yeah. I think Haas would be a good place for him.
Haas, maybe Racing Point. Team up with
Sergio's
Sergio.
got some money. Daddy's got his son.
But
But it is going Aston Martin next
if they're
year.
going to get serious, Son's got to go.
Yeah. I also want to touch on Alex Zanardi. Our thoughts going out to Alex at this point in time. He's had a severe hand cycling accident and he's in hospital recovering, still in a very serious condition with some neurological procedures going on, and hopefully he comes out of it. He's had a lot of shit thrown at him over the years, and he always seems to come out and he's bubbling and positive. He's one of the true inspirational people in the motorsport world, and all our best wishes are to him and his family, and hope he makes a full and quick recovery.
Hear, hear, Luke. Hear, hear. A gentleman, a scholar.
Scholar, a great man doing donuts. I remember seeing that in the streets of Surface Paradise at the Honda hairpin. Zanardi wins the race and he does some donuts. It was so good to see. There is confirmed no races for Singapore, Azerbaijan and Japan.
What a shame. 3 of my favourite races, to be honest.
You do love them.
I do.
You're a bigger Azerbaijan Baku fan.
Instead, we've got 3 back-to-back, a double dose of Austria and Hungary.
Yeah.
3 of my least favourite tracks.
Some
A little bit dull.
You'll have 2 good races in Austria. Hungaroring can always throw things up.
Yeah.
So they're the first 3 races back to back to back. So a triple header, 2 in Austria. One is the Austrian Grand Prix, the other one is the Steiermark Grand Prix, then followed by the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Then the British. We've got the British on the 2nd of August.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a back-to-back British on the 9th as well.
Yep, so the British Grand Prix and the one on the 9th is called the 70th Anniversary Grand Prix.
70th anniversary
So 70
of the British.
years of Formula One.
Okay.
But the second British Grand Prix will have different tyre compounds. Unlike the Austrian races, they will have the same tyre compounds. They're throwing something in the mix.
All right. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Making Formula One great. And then you got Spain. We head over to Spain.
Spain on the 16th.
Belgium, Italy.
So it's back to back to back. So British, Spain, then a week off, then Belgium, and then Monza.
So that's our 8. Right
That's
there.
8. That's your season.
That's your season.
That's all they've been released. So they're tentative. They can go to the Gulf and go to Abu Dhabi and Bahrain. Bahrain possibly hosting 2 races.
Yep.
And Bahrain possibly including an oval part of their track. They've got heaps of different iterations of the Bahrain circuit. They raced a different part of the circuit. I think it was 2010 or 2009 they raced the longer Bahrain track.
Yep.
But they now have a shorter version of it. There is some Grand Prix to possibly replace Singapore, Azerbaijan and Japan.
Oh, the chief amongst them being the Nerang Grand Prix.
Nerang Grand Prix.
Not quite ready yet.
Not ready yet.
Not ready. That's still a work in progress.
I'm still cutting down some trees and putting down some asphalt.
That's the way it should be,
One
Luke.
day at a time. In between making a simulator, I was out there digging holes.
Well, where'd you get the timber from, Luke? Quite simple. You got that from some
cutting some trees.
very old fir trees, protected fir trees from the Nerang area, which...
There's nothing protected in Nerang.
That's true.
There's
nothing
no
of any
protected
value.
sex.
No.
There's no protected anything.
Well, that's where unprotected sex did take place, in those woods.
Yes.
Where you cut the trees down from.
That
So you've actually
wasn't-
done a public service for
That
everybody.
wasn't sap.
No. And now when I drive past, I have to watch these people have unprotected sex. The trees used to hide them. Camouflage.
No shrubberies anymore.
Thanks a lot, Luke.
Well, you shouldn't be driving Nerang. You know better.
Shouldn't be doing circles around where they have unprotected sex.
Constantly.
I just drove around in circles. Couldn't help myself. Yes. No, good point. Good point.
Yes. So yeah, the 4 possible options is Mugello in Italy.
Yep.
It's a track they race MotoGP. They need a grade 1 to be a potential Formula 1 track.
What qualifies for a grade 1?
Necessary runoff,
Distance?
safety,
Right.
location to hospitals, quality of the track.
Yep.
So the Mugello, Portimao, which is in Portugal, Imola, possibly going to Hockenheim as well.
Wow, bring that back. That's a good track.
Just still the short version, the one we had with the rain-affected one
Yep.
last year. But Mugello is really exciting. It's really fast-flowing corners. Webber has said that the drivers' necks will snap in half if they race at Mugello. And Daniel Ricciardo clinched a championship in Mugello, or was it Portimao?
See, Dan's got a nice little thick neck.
He does.
He could handle it.
Yeah, he can.
He works on his neck muscles.
Everyone works. Sergio Perez's neck is ridiculous.
Yeah. He's like 90% neck.
Yeah.
Like he's sort of like a pyramid. His head's like a little pyramid, like a little tip.
It wouldn't be great for overtaking.
No.
The main straight would have a DRS zone, the same with Portimao. Imola is a great track. I really like Imola. I would like to see those 3 replace Singapore, Azerbaijan and Japan.
Yep.
Portimao, Imola and Mugello. Mugello, Ferrari tested there last week. Alpha Tauri went to Imola. And Portimao, they haven't been there since 2008, late 2008, early 2009, when they were using it as a test facility. Good undulating, flowing corners. It looks like a fun track.
Do you think it's possible we'll just see races only in Europe and maybe the Middle East?
Yep.
They won't venture, South America would be probably out of it. We can go to Brazil,
It's
Mexico,
just-
the States. They
Yeah.
probably won't go there.
Yeah, they may not go to the US.
Be nice if they came back to Australia, Luke. We almost got there.
We're so close.
And it's pretty good down here. We don't have that many cases. It'd be nice if they could do a little detour. But they're taking away Singapore.
Don't go to Albert Park. It's riddled with coronavirus.
Absolutely.
Where isn't?
Nerang. Up here in Queensland. Not a single case in a month.
Not an active case.
This is the perfect opportunity for the Nerang GP. Anyway, let's not get too stuck on that because we do get a bit excited about the Nerang GP.
Other news, Renault has committed to staying in Formula One.
Hallelujah!
Yes.
And that's mainly because salary caps.
Yep. Reduction in the cost of Formula One. It'd be interesting to see where these teams are going to be putting their staff. McLaren has cut a quarter of their staff.
That's crazy.
And that includes their road car division. Looking ahead to the cost cap, also looking to sell part of the team.
Yes. And they've actually taken out a loan, have they not? With
Yes.
a Middle Eastern bank for 150 million?
Yeah, they got a loan from Bahrain.
Just to, tie themselves over to make sure they got enough cash reserves?
Yeah, they're not going to start any new projects. And
It doesn't bode well, though, when you're borrowing money. Doesn't seem like they're going to be...
oh, they'll get it back.
Yeah.
McLaren's in a good position.
That's good.
They're still selling cars, and they're doing decently on the racetrack.
As long as they're not mortgaging their house and they're using that 150 million wisely.
The part of the deal was you get $150 million from us and 2 camels. And now part of the head of the aerodynamic division at McLaren.
Perfect.
So it's like, here's some money, but you got to take these under our wing. Just to show them the ropes. They do need to be head aerodynamicist.
Yep.
So they've got a couple of camels in there.
That's good. No, that's encouraging. They're fast animals.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't muck about. Like, they can get angry.
Aerodynamic as well.
Whew.
Those humps.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Perfectly
Flowing
designed.
lines. What else we got? There was something on Twitter and Instagram. Lewis Hamilton read an article about Helmut Marko.
Oh, yeah.
So he was saying that it came from a parody Helmut Marko account on Twitter.
Yep.
There's a lot of fake parody accounts.
A lot of pretend people out there.
Yeah. And he said that this parody account of Marko said that Lewis shouldn't be wasting his time and diverting his attention from Black Lives Matter issues.
Yep.
That he should be focused on Formula One. Lewis read that article, posted about it. Then the people that wrote the article said that we got the quote from a parody account. It wasn't real. We apologise to Dr. Marko. Lewis deleted his
Oh, dear. That's
Instagram post. There was no public apology from Lewis. There was no public apology from the article to Lewis.
Wouldn't Lewis just say, that was a fake Lewis? That wasn't me. I wasn't criticising fake Marko. That was fake Lewis criticising fake Marko.
Should just be a whole fake circle of...
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No.
It wasn't me.
No.
No.
I don't even have Instagram.
That's the black guy from next door.
That's it. So that's some of the news. We've spoken about...
What about Bottas? What's Bottas doing? What's he doing next year?
He's
Do we
trying
know?
to find a drive.
Is Sebastian going to be in a Mercedes-Benz next year? That's a very real possibility.
He's German.
He's German. The Germans love
he'd
Germans.
Be a good number 2.
Ouch.
But yeah, I don't see him going there.
No. Can you see Bottas?
They've got Ocon and they've got George Russell in the Mercedes.
He does fit the Mercedes-Benz quite nicely, being the number 2. He's not going to cause any ripples. So Sebastian...
But I would like to see I'd like to see like a Prost Senna kind of inter-team battle.
Like the old days. Get 2 great drivers head-to-head.
Yeah. But the thing is, who knows where the pecking order is this year? Is Red Bull going to be on top? I think they're going to do really well. They've won the last 2 Austrian Grand Prix. They've got 2 Austrian Grand Prix.
Custom-made. This season is custom-made for, like, this is Red Bull's big opportunity right now to win it from Mercedes and break that 6 in a row. And what Verstappen's going to come out of the blocks 2 back-to-back, Austria. And then he's got Hungary, another Red Bull track that's very favourable.
Yep.
He could be 3-0.
Interesting thing, Mercedes driver-assisted steering, like the DAS system, apparently that was to really sort of help them heat the tyres up for places like Monaco, Azerbaijan. So these aren't races they're going to be at. So this system may be useless if they don't get a chance to utilise what they wanted it for. In the previous podcast, I said we talk about gingers in Formula One, whether or not there's enough of them. Is there any gingers in F1 anymore?
We need more gingers.
But
you know what we need to do as well?
What?
Not have as many people farting on a podcast.
I could see that look in your eyes if you go, I'm going to wait till that hits
distracted. I'm so distracted. I can barely see you, Luke.
It wasn't you? Was that Pete?
Hey, I wish it was.
That's not me.
That was a ripper.
That's come from downstairs.
That's downstairs. It's
This is what I have to live with.
This is hot air.
This is the shit that I have to live with.
Oh, but having shared a hotel room
And he goes, it doesn't smell that bad.
This does smell familiar. This does smell like something that you would pack away.
That's just producer Pete.
Okay, I'm going to believe you.
No, I thought it was you. I was sitting there going, fuck, he did that. He's just waiting for me to crack.
I'll be right back.
I've got a ventilator mask if you want to. I use for the spray painting.
Well, a lot of the Formula One teams have been very busy with their COVID ventilation.
They've made ventilators.
Haven't they?
Yeah, it's great to see. Helping out.
We need to get one here. Well, you designed the simulator. Maybe you could design a ventilator.
I can't. Whatever that was.
Whatever.
That was not me.
I hope not.
100% that wasn't.
Right.
I was sitting here going,
Okay.
fuck, he's farted.
I want to
And
believe
I'm just,
you.
because you farted before the podcast and I heard that.
I want to believe you, Luke.
And I was sitting there going, fuck.
That is the unwritten.
I'm going to keep going through this.
There's an unwritten rule with podcasting, Luke. You don't let go during a podcast.
That's right. You don't.
Exactly. Outside of a podcast, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
But when we're talking with my mouth open,
I can taste it.
I can literally.
You go downstairs, you'll see Pete with a big fucking grin on his face.
You're holding this line quite stringently, so I'm now thinking that it wasn't you because
it wasn't me.
Although you have got this weird, you do this thing with your forehead when you're lying. You're doing. Anyway,
you walk downstairs.
Past,
I'll
Luke.
talk. It
Let's
hasn't passed.
Let's forget about it.
I can still taste it. You go downstairs.
let's
And you'll
move
see
on.
Pete with a big fucking red face.
Look,
Going.
do I need to do another disclaimer and apologise?
No, we're not apologising for anything.
You're right. You know what? Yeah, the time for apologies are over, folks.
Try to. No more apologies. No more.
That's
sorries.
the new thing in the world right now. You don't
you offended?
apologise. You do not apologise.
That smell was offensive.
It was delightful.
You're glad that this podcast wasn't a smell
It was a
cast.
badge of honour. I take it as a badge of honour. Moving on.
Where that? I just showered. I'm going to have that going
I'm
to bed.
so lost right now.
No, we're down to gingers in F1.
Yeah,
Everything else we've done.
Can I just mention that this run sheet is handy? Why have we never done this before? This is such a great idea.
We did it once before.
Oh, that's right.
Previous
but
podcast.
We didn't actually do anything with it.
No.
We'd never actually read it. But it's great because it's.
I've had a lot of a chance.
Normally we just freestyle.
Yeah.
Which is unusual because when you listen back to a podcast, it's exactly what it sounds like. Total disorganized mayhem.
Yeah.
And now suddenly,
the fart was not in the run sheet.
where did that come in? I've highlighted it here.
Just write that in.
Insert Luke
Just write
fart.
It's not my fart, you fucking idiot.
Insert fart here. All right. Sorry, more gingers in Formula One. We haven't got any.
It wasn't me. Fucking Pete.
Hey, Luke, it doesn't matter.
It does.
It's gone now.
Nothing of mine smells that
Come
bad.
here. It's okay. Look at me.
No, I
It's
can't
fine.
look at you. I'm
It's
angry.
fine.
I'm angry. You're sleeping in the wet spot.
Just edit this whole part out, Luke.
No, I'm not editing. Fuck that. We should have more night races. This would be helpful for gingers. It's not so much in the car because they're covered by 2 layers of fire protection. They've got a helmet, gloves, shoes.
Yeah, freckles.
They've got heaps of freckles.
Yeah.
But by having a night race, there's no concern about UV. There's no concern about getting burnt.
Clever.
So
Are you saying that's a great way to encourage multiculturalism in Formula One by getting more gingers in.
More gingers.
There should be maybe a percentage of drivers that are ginger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a
Well,
thought.
these are some of the drivers we used to have.
We need female drivers and we need ginger drivers.
We had Anthony Davidson, Ant Davidson. He was a ginger.
Yep.
Paul di Resta, ginger.
Ginger.
Johnny Herbert, in certain lights, ginger. He's silver now.
Not a real ginger.
Oh.
Just ginger up top.
What was downstairs?
I don't know. Who knows?
You did have a lengthy chat with him last year.
Oh.
And in a certain light, Jensen Button.
Definitely a ginger.
He's got some freckles too.
Yeah. Definitely a
Ginger
ginger.
Spice. It's Christian Horner's wife.
There you go. She'd be a good little driver.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she? I think she got some skills. She would have listened a lot. Christian being a douchebag at home. She probably
Don't know how that would help driving.
No.
Williams. So Williams has been going through some financial issues.
Yes.
They're potentially selling the whole team. But I thought to myself,
They're not going to sell the whole team.
they said that they might if they need to.
But they would then therefore probably lose the name. And that's the value of that team.
But there's a lot of teams that have gone and, there was Brabham, there was...
I know, but it's such an iconic team.
It is.
I mean, I'd love to see Brabham still in there. I'd love to say Williams would continue, but that would be such a shame to lose it.
It would. It would be a massive shame. My proposal is some of the ex-world champions...
saying Ferrari. It's like saying, let's get rid of Ferrari.
No, it's a great privateer team. It's, it's not a car manufacturer. It's not a Mercedes. No. It's not a Renault.
No.
It's a Williams, and it came from Frank Williams. He made this team. And I think that some of the ex-drivers, especially the ex-world champions...
Oh, there's some serious cash.
...made their money and made a living from their championships they won at Williams. So
Villeneuve.
I think Hill, Villeneuve, Prost, Mansell, Piquet, Rosberg and Alan Jones...
Oh, jeez. Well, look, there's some serious cash.
There's some money there.
Prost, loaded.
Alan Jones can sell his Gold Coast mansion.
Yeah.
Won't have anywhere to live, but he's put money back to where it came from. And Williams, be honest, Williams was never a great big spender of driver salaries, so probably these drivers didn't come out of it greatly.
Yeah,
but
Rosberg, he's filthy rich.
They're world champions.
Yep.
And they're world champions for a reason.
Mansell, get the mustache.
Yep. Sell his stash. Grow one, shave it off.
Sell it, buy part of Williams.
That's
with the proceeds of the tash.
These guys should be giving back to a team that gave them their championships.
No, I agree. That's a great idea. Good incentive.
Mercedes has changed their livery. So has Williams. Williams has gone for a new livery. Looks nice.
Yeah, Williams got rid of Rocket, the sponsor.
Yeah.
And the new livery looks good.
I like it.
It looks lean and sleek, a lot better than that Rocket. That didn't look great. No. It looked like a slow car.
Yeah.
You saw it go past, you thought, that's a tail marker. That's right at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Now, it could be middle.
Yeah.
It could be middle of the back.
I like your ideas here. Yeah. And Mercedes has changed their livery to nearly an all-black livery.
Very cool.
This is to promote racial inclusion into the recent going around the world, Black Lives Matter.
And that'll stay for the whole season?
Season.
Black car?
Yeah. It looks good. It's black with the hint of aqua and there's a little bit of red on top.
Very cool. But now Renault's thinking, hey, you're stealing a livery, man. There's going to be 2 black cars on the grid.
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to tell them apart. There'll be 2 black cars at the front.
Ah, yes. The black ones at the back.
Those first 2, they're Mercedes.
They're the Mercedes. Yeah.
See these 2?
Yeah.
They're Renaults.
Yeah. It's the Carl Lewis at the front.
Yeah.
And it's the... Can't think of another slow black guy.
Eric the Eel Mutsambani. He was the swimmer of the Sydney Olympics.
Was he?
Yes, from Equatorial Guinea.
Is that right?
He swam the 50 metres. It took him about 2 minutes to swim the 50 metres.
Is that right? Okay. Well,
Eric the Eel.
That's Renault.
Yeah,
Eric the Eel. Maybe we should just give him a new nickname. Yeah. Eric the Eel Renault.
Well, we've got some mascots coming up. Maybe we could have a
good thinking,
Renault
Luke.
Eel.
Genius.
Teams have upgraded tokens. So for next year to have development, they have to be able to sort of give a token to sort of go, can we work on this part? here's a token, we're
Like
spending it
like
to
an
develop.
offering to a Buddha. Like you
That's
come
exactly
with a plate
right.
of food.
You give them a baby,
At the
they
feet.
let you develop your car. So, but with McLaren changing from Renault engines to Mercedes engines, they'll be using up the majority of their tokens to make that change. So therefore, the only improvements that they can make with the car is for reliability purposes, not for performance.
Ooh, that's a big disadvantage.
Big disadvantage.
So the first, that.
But
20,
if they can use a reliability part that it also increases performance, I think there might be a loophole there. But
so you're saying they're at a distinct disadvantage at the beginning of the 2021.
that's what I'm saying.
Now 2022, they're expecting to be slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it could be good for someone like McLaren. That kind of restriction spending,
Yeah.
slim.
Then they can focus on 2022 and the new car.
Yep.
Um,
They seem like a small budget kind of team, kind of like Racing Point. They do really well on a small budget, always historically have.
especially when they copy someone else's car. It's
Get
even
the
better.
stencil paper, mate.
Do
Easy.
At night, they just get out the baking paper.
That's how they did
Run
it.
over it.
That's how they did it.
Why not?
It works.
Yeah. I'd do it.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? They're a
I didn't
smart
do it
team.
with mine. I
No.
had nothing to run that over.
No.
Ferrari is not bringing an upgrade to Austria. A lot of teams are bringing upgrades. Red Bull's bringing a new Honda engine, which I'm like, what was wrong with the original engine? Didn't even get
Is
a
that because
race.
Ferrari's just so rubbish they've realised it and they're putting up the white flag
They
already?
have. They've realised how bad it is.
They're like, we're just going to
And
focus on
they have to-
2021.
They're going to bring an upgrade to Hungary. So the third race of the season, they'll have a new car. So don't expect great things from Ferrari. But we said that in the pre-season.
Yeah. They've already written off the first 3 races of the season.
Yeah. Renault has a triple upgrade for the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay.
Hopefully
That's good.
that
That's good
means
news.
they'll be. But Renault did some analysis of preseason testing, and they said that all the midfield teams were within a tenth of a second of each other. That's how close it is.
It's going to be
And
tantalising.
that's what happens when you have a category that doesn't change its spec
Yeah.
year after year. Everything starts to tighten up and close in as everyone starts to sort of max out their potential,
Yep.
and everyone starts to catch up to what everyone else is doing.
Amazing.
We've spoken about McLaren getting a loan from Bahrain. What else? New procedures for the weekend. Already said that. Doesn't matter. Nothing's going to change.
Nothing changes
from
there.
Our normal nonsense.
No. Less practice.
Less people on the grid. Same amount of practice. I was hoping for maybe a 2-day Grand Prix, a Saturday, Sunday. They have spoken about how to make Formula One great again by doing reverse grids.
Oh, when I heard that, I was infuriated, Luke. Where was the recognition? Where did they get that idea from, Luke? Right here. Effing One podcast.
Your old pals, Adam and Luke.
Right here. And they just palm it off like it's their idea.
So
the reverse grid?
he-
Are you serious?
He did pick up that briefcase.
What
and
episode?
He did go through it.
What episode did we mention that?
the
We've got
first
we've
5.
got scientific facts.
Got data.
We've got data, date stamps to prove that
We've
took.
got audio recordings.
Correct, we do. Thank you, Luke. That was 2 years ago. And now they've finally opened up the briefcase that we hand delivered.
Oh, this is a good idea. Now, I would like to see reverse grids only for one reason, that it's a non-championship race. I don't think championship points should be available for a gimmick. It's a gimmick for entertainment. Let's do it, but don't do it for championship points.
I disagree.
You would.
I'm going to disagree with you here, Luke. Respectfully, I'm going to take a different tact.
You,
And I'm gonna say-
you don't even know how to spell tact.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Why not have a traditional race and then how you finish that first race, just do the reverse grid. And then if you're a good driver, if you're a Hamilton and Max Verstappen sitting at the back of the grid, you will carve your way through that grid, through the field, and you will come up with some points, and you may just win it. I think we'd see imagine that second race, Luke, how much fireworks there'd be. But they're still going to be sensible because it's for championship points. They can't just muck around. They can't dick around.
But also the teams that are fighting with them for these positions, they're not going to fight hard with the teams at front because they know that they're going to get past them anyway. So if you're on lap 3 of a 71-lap Grand Prix, you're not going to be blocking Lewis Hamilton if you're in a Williams.
No.
Because he's going to get past you no matter what. So
Yeah.
it'll be pretty much let the top 6 guys go through and fight the rest.
Let them blue flag them.
Yeah.
Be fun though.
It would be a great idea, but I think if it's not for the points, not for the championship, I think it's entertainment and give it a crack. But most reverse grids turn up to be a crash fest.
Oh, but that's what you need, a crash fest.
No, you don't.
Just the odd crash fest.
Trying to save money
yes.
in a crippling economy.
Not good with the budget.
What happened? No, we can't bring a car.
Race number 3, Hungary. Oh, sorry, guys. We've blown the budget.
We don't have any spare parts. What do we got? News from the Narang Grand Prix?
Oh, some news.
Yep, we've got a new installation coming to the Grand Prix.
Very nice.
You know the London Eye, the big
Yes.
Ferris wheel
Yeah.
that's in London.
Yep.
We've got the Narang wheel.
We're going to call it, because Narang is, when you look at it from a distance, it's quite brown. It's quite dusty. There's not a lot of greenery, is there? There's not a lot of greenery.
That's going the same way.
Yeah. We're going to call it
The brown eye.
correct. Well, it makes sense. The view up there is a bit brown.
Yep.
There's probably traces of human feces on the wheel. That's highly likely.
It could be grease, could be feces. We don't know.
We don't know what that is.
We're not going to investigate
We're
either.
not going to lick it. We're not going to test it.
And unlike, the London Eye has like 30 carriages and it's massive.
No.
The brown eye,
I just realised how that sounded. It sounded dirty. But that's what Narang looks like. It's a true reflection of the Narang area. It's a bit dirty.
doesn't need 30 carriages, it has 4.
That's all you need. That's all you
It's
need.
the same
mate.
size.
Yeah.
It just has 4.
That's right. Yeah. And it hasn't been signed off.
No.
There
is a lengthy waiver that accompanies your patronage onto this brown eye.
You have to sign the waiver before you get on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and initial.
Yeah. In fact, we have it right here.
It's 2 pages.
I ... willingly embark upon the brown eye, knowing full well my responsibilities of certain death.
If I get stuck on this brown eye,
Please call my father and my mother.
even in sheer negligence,
Yeah.
the brown eye will take no
Responsibility.
responsibility for mechanical failures or shoddily put together giant wheels.
It's a great idea. Is this being manufactured now as we speak? Is this part of the
I didn't make it, so it probably might fall apart.
producer Pete's onto it?
Not Pete.
Not Pete. Well, he said he was going to have a crack at the
It's a
simulator.
gas chamber.
He said he was going to make the simulator.
Is it? Did he?
He did.
Oh,
It didn't get very far.
news to me.
You had to do it for him. Then he decided to go back in the room and masturbate some more. Like,
His skin is very shiny, though.
yeah.
Mascots in Formula One.
Ah,
You look at sports teams, everything, they have their own mascots, basketball, baseball.
there's a great way to make Formula One great is to have a bit more showbiz.
It's good for kids.
Hollywood.
They can get
kids
their
involved.
photos.
Get the kids involved.
Yeah. So, some ideas. Mercedes. What
Yep.
kind of a mascot would you have for Mercedes?
Oh,
I was having a thinking of Dr. Evil.
I thought Hitler, but that would be wrong.
Well, Mercedes were very involved with Nazis back then.
They were, weren't they?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, built some good trucks. Good
They still
trucks.
build good stuff.
Yeah,
But
reliable.
they're less Nazi now.
Less bone crushing.
Yeah. So I was thinking more Dr. Evil.
Love it. Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Yes.
With just
as
a
the
big-
mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they've gone black with the car, would it be Dr. Evil as
Ooh.
in blackface?
Doing blackface. Yeah, that doesn't seem controversial. That seems fair.
No.
And if anyone was going to pull it off, Dr.
Mercedes.
Evil would. And Mercedes. I mean, if anyone could be super evil and get away with it,
Mercedes.
yeah.
It's in their DNA.
It's in the DNA.
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Well, they have a prancing horse as their logo.
Yeah.
So is it 2 people and a Trojan horse? Like,
Mario Brothers Luigi?
oh, I was thinking maybe for Alfa Romeo or Luigi.
Okay. No, that's a good
It can't be
call.
Mario.
No.
Because he's the hedgehog show. Luigi's kind of a sidekick, which is Alfa
That's
Romeo.
True.
So Ferrari, a prancing horse, maybe like a pantomime horse.
Big chunk of salami with eyes and a mouth. A dude in a salami suit.
The Ferrari salami.
Yeah, Ferrari salami. It rolls off the tongue.
It really does.
Hey,
I hated the
what do you
idea
know?
until I said it.
Yeah, Ferrari salami.
The Ferrari salami works.
It's a tasty spicy meatball. That didn't make sense to me.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yeah.
It's a bull. Red Bull. Maybe it could
just
be a
think-
ginger bull.
I just think of Evil Marco, but that has connotations of Dr. Evil, and that's taken already. Because you've got that dodgy eye as well.
Maybe it could be his old eye.
Ooh. Oh,
Maybe
nice.
Maybe a glass eye.
Just a glass eye. Yeah. There's
Red Bull's always watching
a
you.
dude in a massive
With
eye.
wings. It has to have wings.
An
on
eye
it.
with wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No, that's nice.
Well, one of those Zorb balls and you get in.
Yeah.
And you bounce around in helmets.
A Zorb ball in the shape of Helmet's eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
With wings.
With wings,
Yeah.
of course.
Makes complete sense.
Sponsored by Libra.
Right.
With wings.
Like that's ultra absorbent.
Did you write that
I'll
down?
write that down. Wings.
Yeah.
Giant
Speaking
eye.
of something with useless wings,
Oh, yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren, Bruce McLaren was a New Zealander,
Yep.
Kiwi. They have
Yep.
the flying Kiwi on the side of the McLaren Formula One car. So maybe he's a giant Kiwi bird, a flightless giant bird
Flightless bird.
wearing orange.
Yeah. They're not orange though, are they? Kiwis.
No.
No. So the only connection
Depends
is
how you cook them.
Yeah. Delicious. No, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, giant kiwi
Right,
bird.
giant
Good one.
kiwi.
Good one. Yep, lock
Easy.
that in.
Renault,
Renault.
a mime, French mime.
Oh yeah, one of those Marcel Marceau.
Yeah.
Mime.
Black and white striped shirt with a beret,
That is good.
with a cigarette.
That's good. With the long filter, cigarette filter, and some jazz music
Maybe
in the
an
background.
e-cigarette just to show his hybrid.
E-cigarette. There we go. And a lot of yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
yeah. And holding a baguette.
A lot of judgmental looks.
Ooh, very judgmental.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Can we lock that one in? Or did you have another option for that? Or we're locking that in?
There's Pepe Le Pew, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I like Marcel Marceau.
Racing Point. They are pink.
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther's a great idea.
Yeah. No, that's a given.
Dun,
That's a given.
Dun-dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey.
Yeah.
It's the worst segment ever.
Alpha Tauri.
AlphaTauri.
Well, I was thinking either the recycle bin because they keep putting drivers in and out, or musical chairs. But I think musical chairs is a weird mascot.
AlphaTauri. It sounds like a spaceship or a planet. Because there's Alpha Centauri, which is a planet of Jupiter or one of those, or a moon. Can we have like, what's that famous intergalactic song? Dum 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 Century.
How does that work with F1? And
Yeah, I don't know. Not quite sure how that works.
maybe it's just a recycle bin.
Yeah,
They keep recycling
that's
the
easier.
drivers.
It's definitely easier.
A yellow lid, recycle bin.
Yep.
You just get your photo with the bin.
Yep. Old recycled drivers. Good idea. A recycling bin.
Alfa Romeo, we've already come up with Luigi.
Oh, yeah. Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or did you know that the Alfa Romeo logo is a snake swallowing a man?
I
thought it was a snake with a tongue out.
I thought it was a snake around a sword.
No, it's a snake with a
Snake
tongue out. Well, it's actually a snake
eating a
swallowing a
man.
man, but Alpha said it's a man coming out of the snake, like reborn. But snakes' teeth don't let you come out. They just push things in unless they regurge.
I don't get it.
But this, like, you look at the thing. I read it this evening. I was like, what does this logo stand for? And then, it's a snake swallowing a man.
Maybe around the table, they used all the good ideas for Ferrari. Hey, we make it a prancing horse. You stand up like this.
Lamborghini has the bull.
We do the bull. It's going to be... No, what do we do for Alfa Romeo? Oh, I don't know.
Snake eating a man?
Snake eat a man. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go have some grappa. Yeah.
So, Haas.
Haas. Well, it has to be a giant orange Trump, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
The Trump baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
The inflatable Trump baby, yeah.
Inflatable, which is like a sumo suit. But it's got an orange head.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and it has hearts on it.
Yep.
Williams. So I was thinking Frank in a cardboard box.
It's got to have Frank somewhere because that's the team is Frank.
The team is Frank. We could actually use Frank. Or a Frank impersonator.
A Frank impersonator, like a Stephen Hawkins.
And he's got like a tin.
Maybe we
Tin around his foot, begging for money.
dig up Stephen Hawkins from wherever he lie in respect, and we put him in the cockpit of a...
Do you reckon they buried the chair as well?
I think so.
What would you do with it?
It's still probably talking. It's like the battery's still on. Like, please get me out of here. I know this guy's dead, but this wheelchair is still alive.
So a Frank replica.
A Frank mascot, but a flattering Frank.
Yeah. A young Frank.
A young Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to the Austrian Grand Prix.
Yes, we are, Luke. Very exciting.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here for.
That's why we're here, Luke.
It's starting this weekend.
We're not here for shits and giggles.
No.
We're here for serious business.
Someone shot himself. I don't know who the fuck.
Oh, boy.
It wasn't me. So the race in Austria, it is at 3:10 local Austrian time. If you're in Austria, that's the time you're going to be watching it because you won't be going to it.
Eastern Standard Time in Australia?
Eastern Standard Time in Australia is at 11:10.
Hey, that's pretty
In
good.
the PM. Quali is at 11. For West Australia, Kuala Lumpur, 9:10.
Yep.
New Zealand, 1 a.m. Moscow and Jerusalem, 4 in the PM on a Sunday afternoon.
Love their Formula One.
The United Kingdom, 2:10.
Yep.
Maldives, the 6:10 p.m. The eastern coast of the United States will be at 9:10 a.m. Nice way to start the Sunday morning.
Good place to be housebound, watching your Formula One.
United States on the west coast, 6:10 a.m. And poor Samoa, 2:10 a.m.
Samoa?
Sunday morning.
Or Western Samoa?
Just Samoa.
The American Samoa?
More
Just
the
Samoa.
American Samoa.
Yeah. What time?
2:10.
Perfect.
Sunday morning.
Oh, in the morning? Oh, yeah, not great.
They're just on the other side of the dateline.
Yeah. Tricky. That's
So-
a tricky one.
2019 win was Max Verstappen, pole was Charles Leclerc. The pole time was a 1 minute 03.003. The first Grand Prix was in 1970 with a 4.318 kilometre lap. 71 laps of this track. There's 3 DRS zones, 10 corners, 7 to the right, 3 to the left.
3 to the left.
The tyres that Pirelli is sending is the C2, C3 and C4. So the middle 3 compounds of their 5 hard compound tyres. Predictions?
I think we're going to see Red Bull. Well, it seems like, has much changed from testing? Not much, because development's been on hold. So you would have to say after testing earlier this year that Mercedes, Red Bull look to be the strongest. Red Bull have a swagger. They seem pretty confident.
They do.
They do like this track.
They do.
Max is dangerous. He's hungry. Is this the opportunity?
And he'll do the argy-bargy on Charles Leclerc again.
Yeah.
So who are you tipping between Mercedes, Bottas and Hamilton?
Are we doing the inter-team
We're doing the
tipping contest?
which we have opened up to our listeners. I'll put out the links on all of our socials so you can go
fantastic.
through and choose which driver, be a part of it.
Yes.
Join in. We had a good lot of entries for Australia, but I've cleared that all because that wasn't relevant.
Join in. And
Didn't
we have
happen.
a prize up for grabs as well.
Do we?
Yep, we have a prize.
What's the prize?
It's a brand new sim that Luke has whittled craftfully, and you can win this wonderful sim. Normal recommended retail price is what? 10 grand? You made that for under 2.
Yeah, under 1,500.
And you are now going to quit working at SeaWorld as a dolphin trainer, and you will instead be a simulator trainer and builder.
Just train simulators.
Training simulators.
Break them in,
Break them in.
train them.
Whoa, she's a tough one, but I broke her rib.
Fastest sim.
She's the fastest sim in the West.
You will not be winning the simulator. Go fuck yourself. Adam will be giving away his Lexus.
Are we giving away my old Lexus?
His old
the old shit one, the crappy one. No, but this,
And you get one of his kids.
and you get the middle one. She's a little bit. So we will be giving you a prize. The winner Because I've won the last 2 years, and the competition wasn't that stiff, Luke. It was you. And both occasions, I think I absolutely walloped you.
I think for all my knowledge, I just overthink everything. Where you just go, Archer's that guy.
That's the problem. You overthink it. You don't feel it. Formula One is more feel than it is thinking.
Oh, really?
Don't know.
All right, so Mercedes, Hamilton, Bottas. Who are you choosing?
I'm going to go for Hamilton.
For both?
For qualification, oh yes, we should specify. You've got to pick the qualifier and the winner in the race. Yes, both, please.
Yeah. So on the website, you'll see that there's 3 options. So there'll be the top 4 teams, the next 4 teams, and the bottom 2 teams as part of the survey. You put in your name, then you choose which driver on each page. It's quite quick. It takes about a minute to do.
Yep.
To do each one. Make sure you do every single one, or else you won't. You'll pick the top 4 teams, and then you won't have anything else.
There'll be an ongoing tally throughout the season. You'll be able to check to see who's leading the tally. It's like fantasy football, if you've played that before.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
And we do have a fantasy league in Formula One.
Yes.
We've tried to get more people to sign up to it.
I need to check my team.
You've only put 1 team in. You can put 3 in.
Yeah, right.
I've put 1 for Pete, 1 for Mum.
I only need 1 team, Luke.
The Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah.
Those are the... We'll go through the names soon, but we'll just get
Okay.
the rest of your tips.
Yes. I mean, what are you tipping there, Luke?
I've gone for Hamilton as well.
Okay.
I can't see Bottas
Yeah.
doing
Are you just
anything.
going to ask me my tips first and then just follow me by
No,
copying me?
not a chance. Why would I ever do that?
Well, to
How
win.
can you win? You just be the same.
Yeah. You just
I don't
adjust
want-
it. You would just adjust it by 1 or 2.
I
Anyway,
don't-
let's
I don't need to
see.
be
Let's see how you go. Let's see how you go. Here we go.
Ferrari, Vettel, Leclerc. I'm
Um,
ticking already
Yep. I'm going to say,
for mine.
yeah. You know what it's going to be? Vettel and Vettel.
See? Completely different to me.
Yep.
I'll
Vettel
just
has got
change mine to
nothing to
Vettel.
lose this year.
Red Bull Racing, Max Verstappen and Alexander Albon.
Max and Max.
Max and Max.
Hmm.
I will agree with you there. Max is very good in Austria. McLaren, Sainz and Norris. It's weird. They've already made their jumps. They're already going to other teams. We haven't raced 1 race.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
So Sainz and McLaren.
But somehow I think Science is going to be received so much better than Dan will at Renault. I'm going to say Norris to out-qualify and Science to beat him in the race.
No, I've gone Sainz. Renault, Ricciardo and Ocon. Ocon on his
That's a no-brainer, my friend.
re-establishment in Formula 1 after having a year off.
The Spider Monkey's in trouble, and Dan will do both.
I agree. Dan's pretty decent in Austria.
He's good.
Gasly and Kvyat and AlphaTauri.
Gasman and Gasman for me.
I'm going to go Kvyat. You're going Gasman.
Mm-hmm.
There's already going to be a significant gap between us after this.
Already, I'm leading by 5 by my calculations.
Racing Point. Perez and Stroll.
Perez and Perez, that's another no-brainer.
Perez and Perez.
I don't think we'll spend that. There won't be a single moment this season that we'll pick Stroll. I don't think either one of us.
I'll pick him for one.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I lose.
That's why you lose.
Alfa Romeo, Raikkonen on Giovinazzi.
Ooh, this is tougher and closer than you think. I'm going to say Raikkonen and Raikkonen.
You're going Raikkonen,
Yeah,
Raikkonen.
double
I'm
Raikkonen.
going Giovinazzi, Raikkonen.
Oh.
I think Giovinazzi will out-qualify him.
Okay.
We're going to the Haas-holes, Kevin Magnussen and Romain Grosjean on.
Tricky. Tricky. Both can have their day, but I will say Roman and Roman.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Because he had very good, as he's sort of coming of age last year.
He likes his
Got
track.
some points on the board. I
does
think he
like
qualified in the top 5.
Yep, he likes his track.
So Williams, Russell, and the new boy Nicholas Latifi, who his hashtag is NL6, to which when he was on a live Instagram live with Robert Wickens, I was commenting, does NL6 stand for anal sex?
Yeah.
He did not respond,
Didn't like that much.
but a lot of other people who were watching said, whenever I see that, I can never unsee that. I was like, my job is done.
I'm out. I am out. Well done, sir.
I did good.
Well done. That's all you need to do. It's going to be
today, mate.
Sorry. What are my options?
Well,
What are we talking
Latifi or
about?
Russell?
Oh, sorry. Williams. Russell and Russell.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Right, they're locked in.
Lock it in. So make sure you jump on board and play with us. Yep. We're looking forward to that. That's going to be a titanic struggle all season long.
So we have the F1 Fantasy. You only have one name, which is Dirty Sanchez. We have midfield and Merck. Top 2 of 3, the Foley Bro 1. Bottas, which I like that one.
Yeah.
Luke's dad.
Luke's dad.
It's not my dad, but the team is Luke's dad.
Oh.
I like the way they've
I
done
like
that.
That's nice.
Dippy Bird.
Dippy Bird. That son of a bitch.
Stealing Speckled Jim away from us too soon. I hope Dippy Bird comes last.
Yeah, me too. That's disrespectful.
Fuck you, Dippy Bird.
Fuck the Dippy Bird.
Harsoles, Speckled Jim, F1 Podcast. What a great name for a team.
Great name. Or Speckled.
Mrs. Luke, Producer Pete. And because in the name of Michael Jordan's new documentary, The Last Dance, there's a team here called The Last Squawk.
Oh.
In memory of Speckled Jim.
Fantastic.
So if you haven't gotten onto the F1 Fantasy, go to the F1 Fantasy, sign up, make some teams. You can make up to 3 teams.
Yep.
And our F1 Fantasy code is 11DAFD0EF5. I'll put it on the socials. You can read them there. But if not,
do it.
Note it down.
Join
Get
up.
on board.
Join up, baby.
Kick my ass.
Let's
Kick
do
Adam's
this.
ass.
Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
You will get nothing as a reward.
No. We don't have prizes?
No.
Oh.
It's not in the budget. I spent it all on the sim.
You bloody well did.
And I'm not giving away that fucking thing.
No way. That is a sexy sim right now. Should we chuck you in the sim? Does that
Should
seem
we?
like something that we should do?
All right. I'll turn the PlayStation on.
Okay.
And then you'll have to talk.
Well, we can do a slight edit.
Okay. I'll edit.
Because it's going to take you 5 minutes to get into that thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at him go. Oh, do it slowly.
Do it slowly.
Do it slowly. Oh, bring the microphone over. He's thought about this. He knows what
I didn't.
It's not his first rodeo. It's not the first time you brought the microphone over. Do you record yourself driving regularly?
No.
Do you ever?
Never.
Sure you don't.
But I will. I'm not very good, but I'll give it a crack.
This has been handcrafted by you, my friend. Get inside her. Get inside of her. She's a tight fit. Oh, what a lady. Once, twice,
3 times a lady.
and I love you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. You sounding good, mate. Do you need headphones?
Nah.
All right. You know what you look like right now? Fucking winner.
A winner.
A fucking winner. Whoa. That's not...
That was Pete.
Has that gone through the wind tunnel?
So I'm
That's
adjusting
ac-
the height level of
That's the same sound you made the other moment ago when you let one rip. That was you son of a bitch.
No.
Oh, classic. I'm just going to take a little photo of you from here.
Really?
This is just brilliant.
All right.
Give us a little smile around the corner. There you are. He's ready to go. He's locked in. All right.
You should get it when I'm doing the lap. I'll have something decent to look at.
That's probably a good idea. All right. This is exciting stuff. Oh, he's about to race.
So we're on the PlayStation 4,
PlayStation 4.
the Formula 1 2019 game.
Unser Steinermark GP.
Yes, we're going for
Unser
the
Steiner.
Austrian Grand Prix. I'll do it in the Ferrari.
And the accent, the Austrian accent. The accent that is particular to that area of Austria. The Steiner accent. Hi, welcome to the Steiner GP. I'm Sebastian Vettel, and this is Luke doing Lucky's lappies.
So hopefully it's better than my normal laps, or else all this money was wasted.
Yeah,
I should have actually made this in the first
you should have.
few weeks, and then I'd
Otherwise-
actually have something to do for the rest of the
Yeah.
time.
Otherwise, you could just be sitting as a cardboard box.
Should have just got a fucking...
Cardboard box, painted red.
Maybe one of those fridge boxes.
Yeah,
They're always big.
with beer.
All right, in the pits. I hate how it starts a flying lap on this.
Oh.
So I'm going.
Look at him go. It's got the speed on the steering wheel. And it's got the revs. So he knows when to change gears. Oh, look at that. Look at him go. Luke, can you hear me? It's out of the pit wall. Luke, in the Formula One FE1 podcast car, making Formula One great again.
First corner. Oh, bit of oversteer.
I can't hear you, mate. You're breaking up.
Gear shift. Oh, I am going up the
Hit the
Austrian
gear.
hills.
Your lights are full, mate. You need to hit your gear. There we go. Downshift.
Going
Upshift.
up to turn 3.
300 Ks.
Where Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc had a little bit of a coming together.
Yep.
Flick the DRS, make sure it's open. It's where Kimi Raikkonen and Fernando Alonso had it coming together a few years ago. Going down into turn 4. Slowly onto... We're in third gear, going up to fourth. Right-hander. I think I over-revved that. Left-hander.
I'm just
Not many left-handers.
I'm going to take a photo of you. Stay there, Luke. Stay there. I'm bringing the mic over. I'm walking over. And I'm snapping you. Work it.
Working it very hard. It's very difficult to maintain focus. Last 2 corners, they're very fast. A little bit wide, but that's okay. Going down in the 4th gear, getting on early, opening it up. DRS flap open. 7th, 8th. There we go.
Look at that. Bravo.
Not a bad lap.
Done that, man. In the sim. The new sexy sim. Luke, how does it feel? The pit wall to Luke. Do you copy of it?
Yes, I'm here.
How did that feel in the hand whittled simulator that you've carved?
To go from nothing into the sim, and it feels comfortable. I could fall asleep in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a spa, like a day spa in there. Wow. Is it going to take long to get out? It
No.
seems like a hard process.
So I just have to flick the steering wheel open,
Yep.
like the support, so I can push it up. Then I can get my legs out.
Wow. Right, well, watch the mic. Just be careful. Oh, there's bum crack. Your ass actually hit the mic. You might want to give that a wipe down.
How's that, baby?
Well. Wow. How does it feel compared to how you normally play the
So much
PlayStation? So much easier in there.
So much easier.
And just the idea that you're in a Formula One car, Luke. I mean, that's got to give you a couple of tenths.
That minute and a bit, that was all for... It was worth the 6 weeks of work.
Absolutely.
And
Do you find that you're faster in there? You're
much faster. Because you can change direction better. It's so much easier.
so much easier.
Because normally you use a toggle on the hand control and you go
Yep.
from left to right
Yep.
if your finger slips. But this, so much easier.
Is it too early to chuck you in the World Championship sim up against Leclerc and Russell?
Give me a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did notice a trick that they were doing when I watched some of the esports. I didn't watch much of it. I sort of flicked over to Leclerc and George Russell at Monaco.
Yep.
I was watching, and they were extra downshifting into a corner and then upshifting before they accelerate.
Oh.
So if it's a second gear corner, they'd go down to first, but then they'd go into second before they accelerate. So they'd use more engine braking
Right.
as they were driving in. So mid corner they'd shift up before acceleration.
Is that just to save brakes or to get more speed?
Use more engine braking.
Right.
So using the gears to slow the car down.
You picked up that tip and you thought, I can do that.
Yep, I haven't perfected that yet.
And do you need different... I mean, they're not playing the PS4. What software are they using? What can you...
They're using the F1 2019, but they're using it on a PC. That steering wheel and pedals can be used on a PC as well.
So you could actually compete against them?
Yep. I just need a PC that's good enough. My laptop won't cut it.
It's going to be lagging. It's going to be...
Significant.
Yeah.
I'll be
It's
3
gonna be
laps down,
Loading.
and I'll be winding up the Wi-Fi.
Wow, that's Luke's lap. I love it, Luke.
Didn't really talk much, but we
No.
got there.
Oh, it looked bloody amazing, you sitting in that simulator.
I have no idea what it looks like for someone to be in there. We'll chuck you in that afterwards.
All right. Sounds good.
Speaking of simulators,
Yep.
I have been, before I made this one, I was actually using a lot of, partaking in the meth simulator, just to sort of get a real feel of it.
Yeah.
Meth's good.
Did you enjoy it? Mm. Where this is in Nerang? This is the Nerang meth house?
This is the, well, I got the at-home simulator. Oh, because I'm developing it, and you want to make sure that there's no bugs working.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm one of the best blowjobbers
Is that right?
in the meth land.
Is that right? Doesn't surprise me.
Bit of a pro tip: tickle the taint.
Tickle the taint.
Definite taint tickle.
Wow.
Really speeds up the process.
Well, there you go, Luke.
Gets my baggie of meth even quicker.
Wow. Were you angry? Did it make you angry?
Nah.
Nah. You're pretty...
Bit scratchy. Lost some teeth.
Lost some weight, lost some teeth.
I needed to lose some weight.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you do seem angry. You get your angry eyes and no teeth.
Bloodshot. Haven't slept much.
Yeah.
But
Hey, but you did it for Effing One Podcast.
I did it for the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke, for
You're
putting
welcome.
your body on the
I
line.
may never give it up.
Do you drive faster?
Not at all.
No, it doesn't help
I
at
get
all.
distracted
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
very easily.
Itchy.
I've put a scratching post in there.
Yeah, good.
Mum,
Oh,
Mrs. Luke.
Mrs. Luke.
My mum.
How are you, Mrs. Luke?
She's made us an Austrian extravaganza of food.
Has she?
Look at this. Look at all this.
Oh, it's heavy. Lots of
Very-
potatoes.
A lot of meat.
A lot of meat. A lot of Schweinehaxen. It's a German pig.
Yep.
The crackling and the juices.
So good.
So good. So
Can't
yummy.
wait to talk to Sebastian after the Grand Prix.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait for
Oh, I
that.
can't wait for Sebastian. He's going to be fired up this year, isn't he? He's going to take no prisoners. He is going to be... I can't imagine him giving too many favours to Charles. Can you?
No, not at all.
No team orders. I can't imagine. Not that he did last year. Even less this year. What a shame he won't be in a fast car, though.
But Mum's good.
Mum's good. Mrs.
Had a
Luke.
hip surgery.
Oh, has she?
Yep, she's nearly doing parkour. That's how quick the recovery
good.
is.
Yeah, that's good.
And once she does parkour, I will record it and I will make money out of a granny doing parkour.
Granny doing parkour. She's a young granny, though. She looks...
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
always been... she's a good-looking lady. And boy, does she bake. But now she does... I mean, the hip's that good, she can do parkour?
She was walked the day after her surgery.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just the one hip?
Yeah.
The dodgy right one? One that she said? Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's walking freer now?
I said to Dad, I'm like, Dad, what? Did you fuck her against
Oh,
the caravan too hard on the trip? Is that what happened?
Yes. There was
he
probably
said yes, that was it.
That was it. Nailed it, son. Nailed it.
Thank you. Now I've got a fuck, marry, kill for you.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Do I need to make one for you?
No.
Okay.
Hamilton, Helmut Marko, and Nicholas Latifi. So the world champion, the man he accused.
Tricky. I'm going to have to definitely kill Marco.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is it the eye?
It's the eye. Just the evilness.
So you're eyest.
Yep.
You only like people with two eyes.
Yep. I just don't trust them. Yep. Just untrustworthy. Because one doesn't look at you. You go, whoa, 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 whoa. No, I'm over here, mate. I'm over here. I know you don't have... I know that's not real. But I still want full focus, please. What's the other eye doing? I don't know.
Yeah.
What could it be doing? And I am going to... Ooh. I'm gonna fuck Latifi. Yeah. Because...
You went to a place there where you were visualizing Rogering Nicholas Latifi.
I'm going to Roger Nicholas. I'm going to Roger him because he sounds like a lapdog and he's going to squeal like a little puppy. And Hamilton, I'm going to marry him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wise
and he's
choice.
Probably going to cheat on me,
Ooh.
but I'll be living in a mansion.
No, I think he'd be very loyal.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
When a wedding ring's on it, I think that's...
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's an honourable man.
Well, in that case, definitely. I will marry
Well, that's
Lewis
a wise
Hamilton.
choice.
Yeah.
I would probably do the same thing.
I
I would like to fuck Helmut Marko just to sort of... It's a power move.
Yeah.
Just to,
But...
the amount of drivers he's screwed over the years,
Yeah.
just to fucking
Yeah.
slip in one and go,
Yeah.
welcome to the club.
Yeah. This.
Welcome to the fuck, marry, kill club.
Yeah, this is for all the boys.
Yeah.
This is for the other fellas. This is for the Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for
the
Sebastian
Frenchman.
Bourdais.
This is for the Bourdais.
This is for Brendan Hartley.
Oh, the Hartley. Promise so much. Fuck. So I don't have a fuck, marry, kill for you though.
I can do the same, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I think I'd fuck Marco.
You'd fuck Marco
Yeah.
and marry Hamilton. Mm-hmm. Kill Latifi.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with Latifi? I know.
dull.
Yeah, he's just dull.
Very Canadian.
Those Canadians are so dull.
I like Canadians that play hockey.
Yeah, no.
Canadian drivers just don't.
I
Don't
completely
do
agree.
it for me.
Completely agree. Don't forget to rate us on iTunes.
Rate, review.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about this podcast.
Put it on for your dog when you go at work.
Just leave it on.
Yeah.
Download it.
From
leave it on.
episode 1, press play, leave the dog there.
Correct.
If the dog's still alive and hasn't killed itself, it's a good podcast.
Very good podcast.
Yeah.
Dog still alive?
If the dog's
Eating itself? Eating its...
hitting its foot off.
Yeah. And then vomited it back up again? Maybe don't download it anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe just...
And for that, we apologise.
Yeah, we are sorry. But it's been fun.
Yep.
And we're back. Formula One's back.
We are back.
It's going to be an exciting season. It's going to be short. It's going to be fun. Variables. Who's going to adapt the fastest?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your tip for the World Championship, Luke?
Oh, Max.
Really?
Mm-hmm. As much as I don't want it,
I know. I don't want it either.
but I think Red Bull
It's their chance, isn't
have
it?
done well. Honda are doing well. Max is, maybe Alexander Albon could do something that we weren't expecting.
I did put a $5 on Alex to win the whole thing.
Did ya?
76 to 1 he was paying. Rude not to. In fact, he's paying $36 to win this race.
Wow.
I know.
decent.
It's not bad. I mean,
Max only has to have a coming together with someone,
that's what I was thinking.
and then
He's in the box seat.
here he comes.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
It's going to be good. It's going to be lots of battles, tantalising battles. Seeing Sebastian, Charles, Dan, Ocon. That's going to be tantalising.
There's going to be a lot of good intra-team battling.
And then it just gets better because then this is going to be a crazy season. Then next year, it's next level crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So check us out. Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
We'll be right back here in a couple of days' time, wrapping up the first.
Wrapping up Austria.
Austria.
Talk about Austria.
Doing Austria. Loving Austria.
More strudel.
For more Austria next. Double dose of Austria. Is it possible to have too much Austria?
And, wait, we hadn't mentioned this.
What?
The Grand Prix with back-to-backs, they're not going to... You can't play the same national anthem.
Oh, no. What are you going to do?
You've got to have another national anthem. So what we need to come up with a song for the second Austrian Grand Prix. The Steiermark.
Steiermark version 2.
Would you have the sound of music?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, yes. The hills are
You can
alive.
see the drivers taking a knee to the
Yeah.
sound of music.
Ah. And then the Nazis. That's be Nazis somewhere. Coming over the mountaintop.
Socially distant Nazis.
Socially distanced, nasty. Yeah, with their
Nasties.
nasty Nazis. With their facey maskies. And maybe some jazzy uniforms. Maybe they break into dance. Maybe they do a little routine.
Moulin Rouge number.
Moulin Rouge number. Some Velcro. Boom, suddenly underneath, they've got their little Nazi underpanties. Their little swastikas. And they do a little march. Oh dear. That took a
We were so close to wrapping up.
that took a wrong turn.
And then
Oh, I'm so sorry. See you later. Okay, bye.